Hello, Black Pack, and welcome back to Merc Black MG. As you know, we're starting an entirely new era, and we're going to have different games on the channel now, such as Card Fight Vanguard and the game that I am currently playing, Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. Now, I've been playing Pokemon for a while, but as with any card game, I'm a casual. So, I'll be showing you a deck, and most likely one you've never seen before, with a very strange idea to it. This is my Draconic Gyarados deck. So, looks like me and my opponent both had the mulligan. If I know my luck, I had the mulligan more times. No, I only had to take one mulligan. They see Water and Psychic, and they see a Crispin. I wonder what they think I'm playing. And looks like they're playing Golden Go. It's gonna be interesting. I did start with a Cleffa. Get out there. Now Drapey on the back. Cleffa being matter, really. Because, you know, she's got 30 health. If you sneeze incorrectly, she dies. So I'll start by playing Puffin. Oof, I'd be lying if I were to say that I'm not. It's the first turn, I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. Fine. This will allow me to grab a Horsey and a Dreepy. Okay. We'll go for another Puffin to fill up my whole board. Grabbing Ptcgl and another Horsey. Not that one. This one. Got an Ultra Ball to be able to evolve whoever I need to evolve next turn. I kind of don't want to put a Water Energy on until further notice, but he can't really. I mean, he can boss up, but what's that really going to do, right? The best idea here is to put one energy on the Horsey and call it a day. I've got just about everything I need in this opening hand here. Of course, they start with their Lavencia. This will allow them to add their electric energies from the discard pile back to the hand. Togepi. This is interesting. Looks like I'm up against something with an actual, like kind of different. Whiny Voice will choose a random card from my hand, reveal it, and put it back in my deck. Now, they don't get to look at my hand. It's a random card, but when you introduce Chaos into a card game, it always gets crazy. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to put any two cards from their deck on top of their deck. So they're going to draw exactly what they need next turn to fix up their hand. My turn. They put the Defiance Band on their Gimmickle, which means they must not really know what they're doing all that much. That's unfortunate. Not really a big fan of bullying people who are just coming into the game. But you gotta learn somehow, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in for I wanna go for the Crispin, but then I won't have enough to do that. It's kind of devastating. What to do? Alright, here's how we handle this. Arven. We'll go Arven. The Blunder's good too, but maybe later. Oof, looks like I don't have the cards I'm going to need, but Arven will kind of turn itself into two cards. I'll grab a Candy, you'll see why, and I'll grab a Defiance Band. Add those to my hand. I'll then proceed to Ultra Ball. This is actually kind of unfortunate. I really needed an energy to pop up for my plan to work. That's fine. Get rid of Defiance Band and one of the candies. Yeah, there goes that plan. I mean, I could go into Dragapult. Still get the KO. You know what? If it's going to be the... No, I couldn't get the KO because I still don't have the damage on him. Just my luck, right? I could attempt to go searching one more time here. Try to get an energy at the very least. I'm going to Dragapult and scare my opponent to death. Yeah, Dragapult. I'm going to grab the Dragapult. This lets my opponent know they're in trouble. Evolve into said Dragapult. Now they have one turn to figure out what they're going to do before I start taking KOs. Dragapult doesn't even have a weakness. Well, Cleffa. There's the energy. As you can see, my Ace Spec, which is a one-of card, is Brilliant Blunder. This card sends up to 5 cards from my deck to my discard pile. He was, in fact, able to evolve into the Goldango, which he's most likely going to use to... if he has a boss, he's probably going to use that to take out another Goldango. That's unfortunate. I really needed that energy last turn. That's interesting, though. Really needed that energy. Oh, but he was unable to get anything going. That is perfectly fine for me, I'll tell you that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play the Crispin first just to see if I have what I need. I do. I'll grab a fire and a psychic energy, a ghost energy, if you will. Now put the fire energy onto the Dragapult and put the ghost energy in my hand. I will then return, attach the ghost energy, swap from Cleffa into Dragapult. We will activate Brilliant Blunder, allowing me to send cards that I'm not going to need anymore out of my deck so I have better draw capability. The Ptcgl can go, the Ditto can go, my Gyarados can be out. Anything else that may not be needed? I got everything I need, so Redeemable Ticket can get out. Truthfully looking pretty good on the rest of the stuff here. Iono's pretty good, boss. Yeah, it's good. Those cards can go directly to my discard pile. I will evolve into a Dracloak. Dracloak's ability allows me to once per turn look at the top 2 cards of my deck, add 1 to the hand, and put the other one on the bottom. Looking in my hand, I have enough water energy, obviously. I'll grab the Ultra Ball. Very good. Very, very good, actually. Now looking at what I do have access to, I would need a rare candy at some point to move any further. But for now, we'll go for Phantom Dive. This will deal 200 to their Goldango. And I also get to put damage onto another Pokemon. Now I'll choose to put damage on this here, Gyarados. That'll deal enough there to take him out while putting 10 more counters on this team. Alright, that's a KO on you. I'll take a prize. There's the vessel. I was looking for that. That's what I was looking for when I played Arven. I was looking to get a vessel so that I can get the energy I need. But it turns out it was prized. Now, this puts their Goldango that's currently inactive on... He has exactly 60 health. You can't really switch him out to get yourself out of this. They don't have enough cards in hand to deal damage either. They need to draw into their electric energies to start moving forward. They have to put a... First off, they need a metal energy to put onto Goldango so that he can attack to begin with. Then they need to discard a bunch of electric energies from their hand to do a ton of damage. The Goldango, of course, allows them to draw more cards to try to fix their hand. They're going to boss me up here. Everyone has low retreat, so unless they take the KO on whoever they put out. Bringing up my Horsey. Trying to waste at least one card, one energy. I mean, I play superior energy retrieval, so if I have to waste energy for retreating, that is fine. I can literally retrieve the energy back. So as I said, they can't exactly run. And I drew into Arven, because amazing is as amazing does. Alright, we're going to go into the Arven. I want to grab my Switch, but no, I'm going to be a smart guy and actually grab my candy and a Rocky helmet. I will then check my drop. Nothing there. Let's go for the Earthen Vessel to discard a water energy to grab 2 more water energies. Maybe. Yes. I got all the energy needed there. Let's play this Ultra Ball. With the Ultra Ball, I'll discard the Mist energy and I'll discard the Horsey to go through my deck and grab Kingdra EX. I will Rare Candy into Kingdra EX. Alright, so do that. I'll place for turn the water energy onto the Horsey so I don't end up forgetting. Retreat into my Dragapult. Now I'm going to slowly be ramping up my Kingdra, which for 2 colorless does Hydro Pump for 50 plus, This will do 50 more damage for every water energy on it. So starting next turn, I'll be placing those energies on it to get it ready. We'll Rocky Helmet onto Dragapult. Anytime they hit my Dragapult, they take 20 damage. I could also use Kingdra to bring back Gyarados and then start ramping up Gyarados. If Gyarados hits 5 energy, if the opponent has any damage counters on them, Gyarados can deal 360 damage to that Pokemon, of course, if they're in the active. Which is how that works. I'm actually going to take my Ptcgl here, using my Recon Directive. Everything's set up. We'll go for another Phantom Dive. And now, of course, we'll be using... And that is a scoop. It's unfortunate, buddy. But yes, this is my deck. And the start to my new era, in which I'll be playing Pokemon, the trading card game live, and I'll be playing Untap.in to play Card Fight Vanguard. If you enjoyed this, and you're interested in seeing more of the Gyarados Dragapult deck, or even just seeing how I play in my playstyle, and something different than just the meta all the time, if you're a casual player, then, you know, go down below. It takes all of 2 seconds. Subscribe to the page, and let me know what you might have done differently, what you might think to play. I want to hear from you, and remember, leave me a howl. Ow! This is my Dragapult Gyarados Kingdra deck. Definitely a very interesting thing. You'll probably never see something like this again, or anywhere else for that matter. And I've been calling it Draconic Gyarados. Now, the name you see up above is Baxcara. That was named my original deck, which was a Kingdra Gyarados Baxcalibur deck. But Baxcalibur is a lot harder to use due to the candies. Now you think to yourself, well, Dragapult is going to be just as hard to use, and so is Kingdra due to the candies. So why not play something that could just ramp up your Gyarados as fast as humanly possible? Well, you are indeed correct. There is kind of no reason for me to be doing that, but Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon. So even if I have to ramp it up one by one, little by little, I do have Crispin. Ramp it up one by one, little by little. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. I'm thinking about putting maybe a Magikarp in, but right now, I think what I have is perfectly fine. Keep watching, and you'll see more.